Hi everyone. We are going to discuss today about the two different topics which you people have missed on last Wednesday. So the topic which we are going to discuss is based on interference and also the bandwidth. So the objectives for those two topics are to differentiate the constructive and destructive interference and also to explain with. So today we are going to see how these things are going to happen or how we can explain all these. Before that, we have already discussed about interference, that it is a kind of overlapping or the combination of waves. So this combination to take place, the minimum requirement for the number of waves is 2, right? So two waves are necessary for the interference to take place, and also we have seen the conditions for interference to occur as the first one is coherence. Second one, the path difference should be a constant. And the third one is that monochromatic. The wave should have a single frequency or should be of single color. So based on these things, we have seen that the interference can take place in different ways. So let's see the types of interferences. There are two types of interferences named as constructive interference and destructive interference. As the word meaning of constructive and destructive is known, it is implied to the physical concept which we are going to discuss today. So we know the word constructive means to build something, and destructive means to destroy or deploy something. So that same meaning is implied here. And when it comes to constructive interference, it's a type of interference where two interfering waves have a displacement in the same direction. So this is the first condition, that the displacement should be in the same direction for the two waves. So have a look at the screen here. You can see this one represents the first wave and this one represents the second wave. So when we consider these two waves, the red and blue, the red and blue look similar, and when we consider the upper amplitude, the second wave is also having an upper amplitude. For the first wave, if we consider the downward amplitude, the second wave is also having a downward amplitude at the same time. So which means that when we overlap these two waves, wave 1 and wave 2, those two overlap in such a way that they look like a single wave. So when these two take place, we say that the displacement is taking place in the same direction. So when these constructively interfere, the new wave which is obtained is represented by this violet color. So you can see these considered of 2 units and this one had 2 units. That is, amplitude is just 2 units here, 2 units here. And the interfered wave, it has become 4 units for the upward amplitude and the 4 units in the downward amplitude. So the amplitudes are getting just added up. So they are just getting added up. So interfered wave is having 4 units as amplitude. Another example only for the upward amplitude is given like this. The red wave and the blue wave. Two waves interfere, and when they interfere, we get a new wave which is green, having the amplitude of both red and blue together. They are just getting added up. So when it comes to the destructive or the constructive interference of the downward amplitude, also it happens to be the same way. I hope this is clear. Now when we discuss about destructive interference, from the definition itself, it is very clear that the two waves should have displacement in the opposite direction. For constructive, it was along the same direction, and for destructive, it is along opposite direction. That is, if wave 1 is considered here, it is having a positive amplitude, then the wave 2 should have a negative amplitude. So here also the amplitudes are getting added up, but you can see this amplitude is a positive value and this amplitude is a negative value. So when we add both of them, if they are of same amplitude, they get cancelled off and destruction takes place. That is, no wave is obtained as a result of the destructive interference of these two waves. If these two waves are of different amplitudes, the one which is having a higher amplitude, that value, and the one with the lower amplitude, they get subtracted and correspondingly a new wave is obtained, right? So if a crest of a wave meets a crest of another wave of same frequency at the same point, then the magnitude of displacement is the sum of the individual magnitudes, and this is what we call as constructive interference. I hope this is clear. And when we talk about destructive interference, if a crest of one wave meets a trough of another wave, the magnitude of the displacement is equal to the difference in the individual magnitudes, which we call as destructive interference. So in the figure you can see wave 1 and wave 2 constructively interfere and we obtain a resultant wave like this, where the amplitudes are just added up. We have just taken the sum of the amplitudes of wave 1 and wave 2. When we consider destructive interference, the amplitudes are added up, but one is positive and the other one is negative, and therefore we do not get any wave of any amplitude. Instead, we will be drawing a single line. I hope you were able to differentiate the constructive and destructive interference. Thank you.